Hello there, friends. Today we're going to discuss Lamar Jackson's 2018 Panini Donruss rookie card, number 317 in a PSA 10 grade. So we're going to discuss what I think it's worth and some entrance and exit points as well. First, let's take a look at this graph because it's very important. Why? Because you are seeing a steady incline on this card. Of course, going into the end of the season, into the playoffs right now. And yes, Lamar's season was pretty impressive. So that's probably what you're seeing here as that MVP talk heats up. People are getting more and more interested in this card. This also means that our entrance point is probably going to be a little bit higher on this card because the most recent comps are going to be significantly higher in price point. So speaking of these price points, let's talk about the data set. We've got 15 recent sales through eBay, and in the blue, you're going to see 126.53. This is the average bid price that was required to win a card, right? A PSA 10 graded Lamar Jackson. So on average, if you bid 126.53, you'd be having one of these shipped to your house. Speaking of shipping, $396 was the average shipping, bringing your total out the pocket cost to $130.50. So, is that what this card is valued at? Well, I'm going to say maybe right now. And normally I don't, but right now with what that trajectory is looking like down below here, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to get in lower than this, but I like to get in lower, so we're going to discuss the seller's fees. Usually 13 to 15% is what that amounts to. So this orange is what the sellers are taking home on average, 109.47. And I'd like to say that that is what this card is worth. I really would. And that's what makes a lot of sense to me. And to be honest with you, with that trajectory that's going on down below, that might be what I offer. Normally, the 70, 75, and 80% compared to the blue is what I'd like to get into as far as entrance and exit points are concerned. 88 normally would be my first offer, moving into yellow, and then hard stop at 101. But again, the trajectory. So I'm thinking my first offer is 95, and I want to stop somewhere in between the orange and the red. Let's see what the bottom third is. Not that that really matters with the way that graph was trending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 103.79 gets me in the bottom third of sales. So there is my entrance point personally for this card. 103. It's also my exit. So that's when I'm done. I'm done bidding up. 103 is what I think I would pay for this card. If you wanted to sell and get in the top 33% of sales, you go down up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 140 would be a pretty easy way to get into the top third of the sales in this market right now. That would bring you to 121.15 as far as take home is concerned. So you'd be pulling out about $15 to $20 worth in profit on a quick, easy flip. That is, if you can get your hands on the card in the first place. Now, like I said, really tough right now and seems to be trending higher. So let me know what you think the values are for this card and whether or not you think my values are completely out of whack, which they probably are. Take care, my friends.